She seemed to find it out when the robin looked at her, and the old gardener pushed his cap back on his bald head and stared at her a minute. "Art thou the little wench from India?" he said. Mary nodded. "Then no wonder thou'lt be lonelier than thou's done before. She said. He began to dig again, driving his spade deep into the rich black garden soil about, very busily employed. "What is your name?" Mary inquired. He didn't answer her. "Ben Weatherstaff," he answered, and then he added with a surly chuckle, "Lonely myself except when he's with me," and he jerked his thumb toward the robin. "He's the only friend I have no friends at all," said Mary. "I never had. My Aya didn't like me, and I never played. It is a Yorkshire habit to say that um, it is a Yorkshire habit to say what you think with blunt frankness. Ben Weatherstaff was a Yorkshire moorman. "Tha and me are alike," he said. "We was wove out of the same cloth. We're neither of us, and we're both of us as sour as we look. We've got the same nasty tempers, I'll warrant." This was plain speaking, and Mary Lennox had never heard the truth about herself. Native servants always salaamed and submitted to you in whatever you did. She had never thought much about her looks, but she wondered if she was as unattractive as their staff, and she also wondered if she looked as sour as he looked before the robin came. She had to wonder also if she was nasty-tempered. She felt uncomfortable. A sudden little sound broke out near her, and she turned around. She was standing a few feet from the tree, and the robin had flown on to one of its branches and had burst into a scrap of song. Ben Weatherstaff laughed outright. "What did he do?" asked Mary. "Oh, he's made up his mind to make friends with thee," replied Ben. "Dang me if taking a fancy to you." "To me," said Mary, and she moved toward the little tree and looked up. "Would you make friends with me?" she said to the robin, just speaking to a person. "Would you?" And she did not say it either in her imperious Indian voice, but in a tone so soft and eager that Ben Weatherstaff was as much surprised as she had been when she heard him whistle. "Why," he cried out, "thou said that nice and human, as if thou was a real child instead of a woman. Thou said it almost like Dickon talks to his wild things and the more." "Do you know Dickon?" Mary asked, turning around rather in a hurry. "Everyone knows him, wandering about everywhere. The very blackberries and heather bells know him. I warrant the fox him to their cubs, where their cubs lie, and the skylarks doesn't hide their nests from." Mary would have liked to ask some more questions. She was almost as curious about Dickon as she was about the robin. But just that moment the robin, who had ended his song, gave a little shake of his wings and flew away. He had made his visit and had other things to do. "He's flown away over the wall," Mary cried out, watching him. He has flown across the other wall and into the garden where there is no door." "He lives there, then?" "He came out of the egg there. If he's courting, he's making up some young robin that lives among the old rose trees there." "Rosemary? There are rose trees?" Ben Weatherstaff took up his spade again and began. "There was 10 years ago," he mumbled. "I should like to see them," said Mary. "Where is there? Must be a door somewhere." Ben